I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to take a stand, take a stand. Everybody, everybody, come take my hand, come take my hand. We'll walk this road together.
Today we're going to be looking at how to create good blood, because that's a big problem. Right, I've just created a little scenery of a man with his head being chopped off. So, to begin with, you got to know the basics about blood. It doesn't just squirt up in the air and the blood behind it follows it up in the air. You've got to make it follow all the way through, if you got what I mean. As the blood comes up in the air, it's got to drop and more blood can't keep coming. So if we start with getting some blood, you want the red colour in the paint. So just get a few starting splatters out. You don't want it all to come out at once because it'll just look like a picture's just been put there. It's got to come out gradually, so you start off small. As once again, insert keyframe, not blank keyframe. For the first bit of the blood, you don't need to do any erasing, you just need to get the main explosion coming out, and you want a few splats here and there. It doesn't go in a straight line blood. So keep repeating this for a few keyframes for however big you want your blood squirt to be, and I'm aiming mine slightly right because it doesn't just go straight up in the air. It's got to fall one direction, doesn't matter which way. So keep repeating this process until as far as you want. Right, this is where we get the eraser out because you don't want blood too high, but you're going to want to get a smaller eraser. You don't want to end up rubbing out all the body and stuff. So you do. You get rid of the trailing bit, so you can add more onto the front. So you get rid of the blood from behind and add it onto the front. That's what you've got to keep doing. So you can see as I'm putting more blood onto the front of the trail, as to where the direction it's going, I'm also going to be removing some blood from the back once I've added as much blood, and you want to keep them random splatters as well, because blood doesn't travel in a straight line. So you go another insert keyframe, so we need straight to the rubber tool again. Get rid of them back travel ones, as you can see. Just follow the way it goes, to be honest. I mean, when I first started this I used to get the blood wrong and it looked really stupid. Basically the blood just followed it all the way up into the sky and disappeared straight away. It looks really stupid, and I'm guessing that most people are going to want blood in their animations because it's funny. Again, it's a long process. All Flash is a long process, really. Take this time to know if there's any specified areas that you want me to do a tutorial on. I'm always willing to listen. I don't know what you want until you tell me, so I'm just going to keep going through basics to start with, and then I'm going to work more advanced. I don't want to jump straight into advanced videos on my channel because you can't do that. You can't show people advanced videos and they don't even know what an onion skin is. So, as again, the blood is coming down, I've continued to follow it, I've continued to erase the back and add to the front. What you want to do, as you can see at the back, it looks like it's just been erased, so I'm like roughing up the back so it doesn't look like a straight line where the rubber's been. Just add like a little few jags out the back, 'cause it looks a bit weird if you've got just a flat line of blood at the back. As I continue to do it, we eventually hit the floor. Just erasing some more of that blood, but you can see where there's blood over the top of the man's arm. You do not need to erase that bit of blood because it would stay on your arm. If you take it off, it's just gonna it's just vanished instead of fallen. You just draw a little pile and see the splats come from each side, because obviously you're gonna have a splash back up. But try not to make it too big because it'll look more like an explosion. Well, it depends how funny you want the blood to be. But I'm just showing a basic idea, and because it's falling downwards, you've got to sort of know physics that blood falls faster down than it does rise in the air, so you can afford to erase a bit more blood than usual from the tail, and because it's hitting the floor it's going to end up widening rather than staying thin. You've got to make it wide. As you can see how wide it is compared to it at the start, and then you've just got to make the blood, do not make it pile up, because blood doesn't pile up in a massive room into one pile, it spreads along the floor. So even if it goes to the whole other side of the picture, make it go all the way side, even if it goes out to the grey, but just do not pile it up very high. But if I was doing a flash I would make the head drop on the floor, but I'm only showing you the blood here. I'm assuming if you've watched my onion skin video, you'll be able to onion skin that down, or later on you can use turn it into a symbol, but we'll look at that a bit later. So I've nearly finished creating the blood. As you can see, I left the blood on the arm because I don't want it to disappear now. All the blood's fallen on the floor. That looks like it's just blood. Right, and that's a bit of time added onto it, isn't finished straight away. So now we have a look at this. It may not be that good because again I'll rush these. It just looks like it's exploded up and out, but it's not a bad job for a few minutes, I suppose. See how it doesn't look like it's fun? It actually looks like it just squirted out the neck and just landed on the floor. That's another tutorial done for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you again. Any comments, just wang them down below, and see ya. Have a good day.